by the minute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to discuss the Dale Ramel item on here until I get more information from him. We really only, as far as today, can talk briefly about the letter from Stacy about her situation with her father.
Should that be executive session, or, I'm just saying privacy wise?
I'm not sure.
Error on the side of caution, and I'd say yes.
Yeah, okay. As you all know, the main thing is, as far as those rates, I talked with Sean, we did pass a resolution to establish the $50 an hour and the $75 an hour rate, 50 for town of Alexandria, 75 for non-town of Alexandria.
50 for school.
50 for school, 25 for town of Alexandria, 75 for non-Alexandria.
25 on the actual turf?
Yeah, 25 for town affiliated, I believe.
I don't think we're gonna charge our own programs.
True.
Yeah.
50 for
I
school.
mean, I think it was just a paper transaction.
Yeah.
If we, in other words, we charged the
Right.
program, so that the rink looked a little better. We
Yeah.
just got some, that's all.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And the short-term rental committee is just in the works. I'm getting a lot of phone calls from people that wanna know what's happening with that. You know? So one of the things I advise is that we get people from both sides of this coin on the committee. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Call the Town of Alexandria meeting to order for June 30th, 2022. Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No bills and no minutes. Do we have any public concerns? Nobody here unless they call in or text in. I guess I'll move that court clerk to the end so that we go into executive session. Afterwards. And our discussions about the operation of the arena on Bolton Avenue with the AstroTurf installation, which is going to be next Tuesday. The AstroTurf, so everybody knows, arrived, I think it was Tuesday, and Gene was involved, and a bunch of us were down there, and we unloaded 13 rolls, I think, of AstroTurf. And they're stacked outside the building with a barrier around them right now. And they're coming Tuesday to put that in.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're thinking they're gonna be able to do the installation in one day. We're gonna have all of our people there, Dennis and Donald are gonna be there, everybody's gonna be there, so we can all learn what the deal is with this AstroTurf and how it goes together and how it comes apart. And we're gonna have to buy a few things in order to move it around and to handle it correctly. First thing, we need what they call wrestling mat carts.
Yep.
School.
So I'm gonna let Sean talk, because Sean and Matt Jason been headed this whole thing up and have ideas about, how we do it and what we should do.
Yeah, so I've had multiple conversations with Matt, but pretty much he's showing a lot of interest in the project, obviously, and he's showing interested in possibly taking a position created or what falls under his associate director title as contract work. And what we had discussed is 25 an hour, cap them at 20 hours a week for at least the rest of the year to kind of jump this thing, get it off the ground. You know, we passed some messages around or whatever. It's gonna take some marketing effort, it's gonna take some phone calls, coordinating, I think, things like that. So seems like a good option that doesn't tangle the town and benefits or other overhead outside of hourly rate, pretty much. So seems pretty cut and dry. Similar to what we did with Dale, I think, when he was first.
Yeah.
Matt's got DBAs.
He bills us.
And he bills us.
Right.
Would he be doing just the AstroTurf, or would he be doing the ice rentals too and getting all of that set up?
I think off the get-go, it's advisable to leave him on for that.
That's my opinion.
He's very involved with a lot of organizations.
He knows a lot of people.
Well, he's, you know, I
He's
think
also on
figure
that.
skating and everything else,
He's also on that school,
the athletic committee at the school.
Yeah.
Yep. Which has kind of been a benefit to us, a huge benefit, because of, you know, he's tied the hours up really at the rink with them. I mean, he was really the central figure in that, so that's what we discussed. That's what I'm in support of, and
so he basically would be in charge of all the booking at the arena. You know, whether it be ice or whatever, and then, you know, this ice booking deal, they start talking and they start wanting to meet in the summer, in the end of the summer, they always have.
Yeah.
And especially groups of different skaters that wanna get their time, you know.
Yeah.
So they usually start calling us in July or August.
Well, when Tracy was there, they had meetings in the spring.
Yes.
To
Yeah.
book.
Because it's
Things
always
lined up.
the figure skater, high school thing.
yep.
Yeah, minor hockey.
So Mike wasn't here to hear what you were saying about.
So pretty much just had preliminary conversation with Matt.
Yep.
He'd be interested, contract work through his DBA, bill us $25 an hour, cap it at 20 hours. Nothing more than that. Get it off the ground at least, and we can reevaluate.
Yep.
Probably in
Recognize
budget
you-
time, but
yeah.
even more so at the end of the year, probably. I would say we can see how things are going along.
I know that when Jerry was doing it, Tracy did the best, hands down. But when Jerry did it, it was good. Trevor had trouble. But I mean, renting ice is the name of the game. I mean, it's,
Well, now we got disaster turf, which is a whole new.
that
rink.
too.
I would like to coordinate some promotional stuff with this in the Thousand Island Sun with an article that hopefully we can have Pam do. Because I talked to Pam about the fact that next Tuesday they're gonna do the installation of the AstroTurf. So it would be nice to have Pam get some pictures of the installation of the AstroTurf, do an article for us, and then we'll also do an ad at the
Telephone
same
number,
time.
telephone number.
You know, it will give Pam information in her article as far as what we're planning on doing, as far as rental times and rates and groups, and then we'll do our own ad. Is that possible to do with you?
Yeah, probably. What time? Well, I don't have to be there at a certain time. I have to be at work Tuesday. But I have to be at work Tuesday, but I don't need to be at the arena at a certain time, right?
Well, if somebody took pictures and sent them to you.
We can take pictures with our
Yeah.
phones too.
How about going even further and inviting 7 News up, put a little blurb on the news?
Yeah, that's what,
That's a better idea, yeah.
That's a great idea.
do both.
Yeah.
We'll just have to get time.
Now, you know, we got this pickleball thing. Were we gonna try and do both, or is just, once the turf's down, that's it?
Well, we're gonna try that. It's possible to do it on the turf.
Oh, okay.
Possible, but we don't know
We're gonna
that.
lay the turf down and we're gonna see if we can play pickleball on the turf, because on the internet for this turf, it says you can. If you can play pickleball on this turf, then the next thing we gotta think about, which I haven't taken a really close look at that turf. I don't know how well you saw it the other day, but we have put lines on it.
Yeah, I don't know, it was too bundled up to get any idea what it was like.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a pretty tight deal, you know. The turf itself looked to be less than half an inch high with a little pad underneath it, from what I saw.
Approximately.
Yeah.
I would agree.
So after installation Tuesday, we're gonna know.
But you're talking about like putting permanent lines on it?
No.
The lines we have right now on the field, they're taped,
Okay.
and they come off pretty easy.
Okay, I just didn't wanna do something,
No.
wreck something brand new.
No. So, we may very well be rolling it up for the pickleball, but on the other side of the coin is, they haven't used, I talked to Dennis this morning, I asked him, when's the last time we had pickleball rental? He said, it's been 6 weeks. He said, they're doing all their playing over here.
Right.
Because of the weather. They wanna use us when they have a weather problem.
Wow.
And I believe the village is just committed to putting more pickleball in over there.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah,
Do you need a motion on, Matt Chase?
yes, we do.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Motion by Ron,
I'll
second by Gene, to hire Matt Chase as contract labor through his DBA to do the bookings and to run their promotion What else do we need to add to that? Just
Marketing, promotion,
marketing,
bookings.
promotion, and
For the
bookings.
turf and ice.
Any further discussion?
No.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, none. So that's what we're doing for that. We have, court clerk, past employee history that we're gonna need to go into executive session. Does anybody else see or have anything else that we need to do before we go into executive?
When do we, have it on the schedule to get weed eated around all the fire hydrants? Like over in Redwood and down 26 and stuff.
It's supposed to be done on a regular basis. It needs it?
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Bad. Really
They're all bad.
Yeah, I'll call Jamie and, get him on that. I think I passed on to you guys today a thing from Mr. Doolittle, who was missing his sign after it got mowed. I passed that on to Mike Tibbles, and I haven't heard from Mike yet, but we're searching for that and try to find out what the deal is there.
I haven't seen it, but okay, I'll look at it later.
So if nobody has anything else,
Well, these last, Dale Ramo and, the short-term.
I've gotta get
Executive session.
I've gotta get information from Dale Ramo about that. I think.
I'm
we
just
need
saying, that they have to, they're not executive session things, are they?
Number 5's not.
No.
You got any names for number 5?
For what?
You have any names for number 5?
The short-term rentals.
I don't, I've asked Norris and Ron to start, putting that committee together, and then we've got 3 volunteers so far, of which Stacy was the first one. Greg Wills is the second one. And I'm not sure who the third one is.
How many are you gonna cap it at? I mean, you don't want too many.
We need to have a discussion about that, you know, it's.
You want to have some balance too.
Gonna be an odd number, right?
No,
No, not necessarily.
no, you probably want even, I would say. I'd do like 6.
How many do you have on the bed tax committee?
When they all come, probably, well, we've got 6 or 7. There's usually only like 3 or 4 that come every time.
I mean, works for them.
Yeah, that's right, so like 6 or 8, you want it balanced, I think.
6
You
or
want it
8.
even, 6 or 8, I think was probably fair, so. I reached out to Trevor Garlock too about that,
Yeah.
so we'll see what
You did, or you will?
I did,
Yeah.
yeah, he's got a busy schedule, so
Yeah.
probably one of them.
I mean, if you had, let's say you had 8, and if you can't get 8, I mean, you can always go less.
Yeah.
Like I say, balance it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
Anybody else have any ideas or names or people that have talked to them about it?
I had, Shelley Bruce, on Outer Street. I talked to her about it. I don't know if can find the time or not, but she's interested.
She is interested?
Yes,
And being on the committee?
yes.
Is this the committee for the BRDO?
Yeah,
Okay.
short-term rentals, yep.
Who? What'd she say?
B&Bs and VRBOs, she was wondering if that was.
Have you had anybody call her in the end, ask about it?
As far as being on the committee?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Remember
think.
that Jerry McGreevy?
Oh, yeah, that's from the other night,
Tennis
yeah,
That's,
yeah, who got up and talked.
Oh, the Tennis Island guy?
Yeah, yeah,
Who's that?
McGreevy. He's the one that, got up from Tennis
Tennis
Island, the
Island?
last board meeting, well, you weren't here.
You weren't.
Oh, yeah. Him and his wife and one other person or something, yeah, he's definitely interested.
Yeah, he's McCready, yeah.
Court Rutherford's interested too.
Oh, that's right, yes, he is. He sent me an email.
Getting 8 is probably not gonna be a problem.
The Tennis Island was a couple?
Yes.
Yeah,
McCready's.
no, it's McGreevy.
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 With a B? Okay.
McGreevy.
Okay.
It turns out, they had litigation and they just lost in state court about that. Oh, were you here? No, you weren't here.
No.
What?
You were here.
Right, but
That same thing.
kind of the question we had is, don't they have a HOA there?
That's what,
I don't understand
That's
that you would think that would cover things
My,
like that.
my understanding is they don't have an HOA.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard they terminated it. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I
They
think,
used to, didn't they?
I think it's one of those things where there's a certain number of people that don't want the restrictions,
So they get, then you.
and now. some of those- now
Gotta have both sides.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But
Okay, no,
I
that's.
don't believe they have an HOA, because the HOA should take care of it.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
Tennis Island.
Tennis Island, so.
Yeah.
I think there's architectural restrictions in their deeds, but I don't believe they have an HOA.
Yeah.
'Cause that would be the logical
Yeah.
place for that to begin and end.
So we'll keep taking names. Pam is probably gonna write us a sentence or two of where we're at and what we're doing with that, so maybe that'll get us some more names. And we'll make a,
And what number should they call?
I'm gonna, what number should they call?
In their article,
number.
if, you know,
Have them
somebody wants to
call, you
volunteer.
okay, Jesse?
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
interest, yeah, town clerk. Okay, anything else?
So we just got executive session for those?
I'll leave so you guys don't have to leave. But I just have a question. So Matt Chase, that would be 20 hours a week? for Matt?
Maximum.
Oh, max. Okay. And then also, your meeting the other day, did you have a meeting the other day? What was that? Was that about something that I should know?
Which one was that?
The one we tabled.
I think there were a couple.
In the other room.
We tabled
Agenda.
a handful of.
That was Michael, right?
He was on the phone with
It was too long ago.
We have any Wednesday?
Well, we had a
No, I have it right
architecture
here.
meeting,
What are you
architect
looking
meeting
for?
after that, I think,
Oh, okay.
but that was a
So
part of the.
Tuesday, that's right.
This-
And then
this is the
architecture
agenda.
was- Yeah.
There's been a lot.
Here's got the information, guys, take a look at the agenda,
The
she's
agenda. All right.
also got the minutes right in front of her of what we did.
Yeah, so if there's any,
Are our hours capped? We just put a cap on Matt Chase's. I just wondered.
We're not contracted.
they did not.
Wait a minute.
Our.
We need an HOA.
Our hours is, yeah. Is-
That was the
Yeah.
thing that was in progress.
No, ours are not, are they?
not
These laws still in
capped.
progress.
I've looked at a bunch
So
of-
They approved the.
Since I retired, I said they
They're
got
going into
Florida.
executive, so I'm gonna look it up.
They got some crazy stuff down there.
Oh, my God, or something.
But in this case,
I'll
it
make a
probably would have been a
motion to
good
go
thing for
into
them to have
executive
that, but they
session
don't.
for personnel.
Motion by Ron, second by Jean to go into executive session for personnel. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, none.
Okay.
Take your time, Pam, he was just doing that so he could shut down the audio and get ready.